All right, and welcome to Strangely Weirdly Odd, the ODDcast. We are live. We are here. It is me, Odd. How's it going? And with me, as always, is Her Royal Highness, Miss Mckinley herself.
It's me. Should I do the wave?
Do the wave. There you go. Little princess wave, because she's a little princess, ladies and gentlemen. She's a little princess. So,
exactly
yeah, so before we get started on the regular show here.
So we're starting with the irregular show?
Yeah, I wanted to just say that my grandfather passed away today. And so that was kind of rough. And he was a really cool guy. And he actually came over from Poland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so, like, he changed his name. So, like, my last name is Edmund, and that was his middle name. And so his actual last name from when he was in Poland was Robleski, which is the Warble, which is the sparrow, which is...
Why did he change it? He didn't like that?
They thought that they wouldn't be able to spell it and all this. And then everybody spells Edmund wrong anyway, so...
That's true. You can't win.
So, yeah, so it sucks. And, but, you know, then I guess I would have been, like, related to, like, Jack Sparrow or something. And that kind of form and fashion. But, just, like, you know, just a quick shout out to him with, like, a little story about when I was a kid. I was, like, 13 or 14, and I just started singing in a band. And, we were walking because he walked all the time, and I remember it's like a really long walk, and it was from if you're from San Antonio and the Converse area, and you know where Miller's Point is, and you know where Kitty Hawk Elementary is, or no, Kitty Hawk Junior High or middle school or whatever the hell they call it now, that's how far we were walking. And I remember telling him I was in a band. And he told me, well, he goes, well, can you sell me a ticket to go see your band? And I was like, no, I can't do that, you know? And then he goes, well, then you're not in a band. He was like, unless you can sell me a ticket to go see your band, then you're not in a band until you can do that. And so I always kept that with me. And I've always, you know, I think that's a real big reason on how come I like to get stuff done and have stuff for people. And instead of just, you know, there's a lot of people, I think that was the first time I really realized that, you know, you can talk all you want, but unless you do something about it and unless you actually work for it and get the stuff done and make a tangible product for people, then you really haven't done anything. And that's just the way that I saw it. And so big shout out to him. Rest in peace, Grandpa. Love you. And so, yeah, so what we got going on today.
These little cards?
These are cards that I've been doing for Dynamite, and these are Vampirella cards. And I kind of did them in a, so what you guys are going to watch throughout this is I kind of did them in a, what is that called? The whole Henry Ford, like conveyor belt kind of style. So what I did was I took them all, and then first I did all the skin, and then you'll see I do like a different color, and then I do a different color, and then I do a different color, and just kind of build them up. So kind of an assembly line. That's it. Assembly line.
An assembly line?
An
little
assembly
tiny
line.
naked lady cards?
Yep, these naked lady cards. So, yes, as you can...
Henry Ford would probably be jealous.
Yeah, Henry Ford. Henry Ford wasn't looking at stuff like this, man.
No.
No, Henry Ford was looking at tires and... auto parts.
Ooh, that tire.
That tire. That's you know, get those rubbers going. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on today, and or that's what you're seeing. So what's going on with you?
Here.
She's here.
I don't do anything.
Gentlemen. I'm putting on my sunglasses because I keep noticing that I'm looking in the wrong spots, and when I'm looking in the wrong spots, I look at the camera and then I feel like I look like I'm like lazy-eyed. Not anything wrong with being lazy-eyed for all you lazy-eyed people out there. You know, totally cool if you're lazy-eyed. Be lazy-eyed. It's all good. But yeah. So did you see the Star Wars, the new Star Wars trailer
No.
for
No.
what's it called? The Rise of Skywalker. How is it the Rise of Skywalker?
Does a bunch of him rise up? I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Like you've never have you seen like episode 8?
Episode 8?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
The Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like spoiler alert if you haven't seen Last Jedi.
You should by now.
But like he disappears and like so there's no more Skywalkers. So Rise of the Skywalker.
Oh, I guess that's like tricked you. There's more.
Yeah, there's more Skywalkers. There's a Solo. There's still a Solo.
There's a Solo Skywalker.
No, well, I mean, his mama was an Organa. She was, I guess, her daddy was a Skywalker, but I don't know. It's just stupid, and I can't stand Star Wars anymore because Star Wars is just so.
It's gone too far.
It has gone too far.
It's gone way far.
Back in the day, like Star Trek was nerdy, and Star Wars was not nerdy. It was cool. It was like, you know, it was just an action and adventure show.
How?
But now.
How was one nerdy and the other one cool?
Because so back in the day with Star Trek, you would have all these people and they would be like, oh yeah, you have the Klingon languages, and you know it's a certain amount of this and a certain amount of protons.
Is this Elmo?
Yeah, Elmo's a big Trekkie for those of y'all who don't know. And then like Star Wars was just a movie. It was just like it took place in outer space. But it was kind of like a ninja samurai movie mixed with like a western.
A lot of action, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were shooting up a bunch of aliens. Like it was all badass. But now it's all nerdy. It's all like, and then you know, Jabba the Hutt came from, and you know, it's like, oh Jesus Christ, nobody cares where the hell Jabba the Hutt came from.
Like we have to go back into his backstory now.
Right. It's like, dude, and so. Like now it's all nerdy. I watched the trailer and I have no emotional connection with any of these characters. I don't give a fuck about any of these fucking Star Wars characters. I don't give a fuck about stupid Rey. Yeah, she's a hot chick and she's running around with her sweaty shirt on and her lightsabers. You know, all the guys are like, "Oh, Rey." But like, yeah, I don't know. She's kind of lame.
Yeah. She's just so like dramatic about things. It's like, okay.
She is. You should see the trailer. She's so dramatic about turning on her lightsaber. It's like, shut up. Like she's like, like she's so like she's got to be all sexy with it. It's like, shut up.
No, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
So yeah, it's really ridiculous, man. It's really, really ridiculous. And like Finn, I don't care about Finn, and I don't care about Poe. And there's like 10 people left in the whole damn rebellion. And it's like, what kind of rebellion? Yeah, 10 people.
You're not going to be able to rebel very much.
No, they'll protest. I mean, there was more people.
Peaceful protest.
Yeah, it's going to be a peaceful protest against the Empire. They'll have to like assign one person, like that's what the droids will have to make signs. You know, you guys make the signs. We'll go out there and we'll protest. All right, cool, man. So sick of Star Wars, man. Sucks now. Why does it have to suck? I'm done with it. With Solo sucked, and Last Jedi sucked, and after that it was just like.
I haven't seen the Solo one, so I want to know.
Oh, don't bother.
I heard it sucks.
Don't bother. It was terrible.
How come like he looks nothing like?
No, he doesn't.
It's two completely different people.
And he doesn't act like. And here he doesn't act like him. He's like, it's not even like Han Solo at all. It's just
Han Solo is like snarky and sarcastic.
Yeah, he's
funny.
a badass.
Yeah.
Everybody, when I was a kid, everybody wanted to be Luke Skywalker. So everybody was like, "Oh, I want to be Luke Skywalker." And I was like, "Cool, be Luke Skywalker. I want to be Han Solo."
Because he's a cool one.
He was a cowboy. He had the gun. He was like,
yeah.
You know, he shot. You know, they changed it, and then it became this big thing of who shot first. But he totally shot the guy. He shot Greedo. And took him out like a little bitch. He was like, "Fuck you, Greedo. You're trying to kill me." And he was a badass. And he got the chicks. Luke Skywalker didn't get no chicks.
He tried a little bit, but...
He did, but it was his sister. Gross. Gross, Luke Skywalker, you gross ass.
It is a little gross, though.
So gross, Luke Skywalker.
Just a little bit gross.
A little bit. I mean, he didn't know, but shouldn't the Force have told him? Like the Force tells him everything
The
else.
movie would have been just fine without like that though. Like ew.
Without making out with his sister. Yeah. It probably would have been all right.
It would have been just the same.
And then I saw The Mandalorian. Did you see The Mandalorian?
No, what's that?
Okay, so you know like Boba Fett
Yeah.
and Jango Fett, right? So they're Mandalorians. So now Disney's coming out with Disney Plus.
Oh Lord.
And so Disney Plus is their streaming service, and with the streaming service, we're gonna get The Mandalorian, which for me it was looking cool. It's like, you know, he's like the bounty hunter. He's out in the middle of nowhere. It looks like very like a westerny. It's done by Jon Favreau, who I think Jon Favreau is awesome.
I haven't heard of him.
He's the guy who directed the first 2 Iron Man, and he also plays Happy on the Iron Man movies. And he was on.
Oh,
he
you
was
said
on your
his
show
name
Friends.
weird.
Favreau.
Jon Favreau. Oh, sorry.
Who said it weird? I said
You
Jon
did it.
Favreau. That's his
Sorry,
name.
I didn't recognize
How do you
that.
say
Yeah,
it?
no,
How do you
he's
say
cool. No.
it? Say it. Come on. How do you say it? I don't even think you can say it. It's like you were like somebody trying to say Worcestershire that doesn't know how to say Worcestershire. She was like,
Worcestershire.
you know, it's that Worcestershire sauce.
No, okay, no, I know who he is. He's cool. I like him.
Yeah, and he makes great movies. Like he did
Yeah.
the Jungle Book and
Yeah.
stuff. So I think he's gonna be bad. So I was like really looking forward to it. And I look, and then it had Carl Weathers, and I was like, oh my God, it's Carl Weathers. Like,
Oh my god.
where's Carl Weathers been? Carl Weathers is amazing. Do you know who Carl Weathers is?
No.
Oh, Jesus. So Carl Weathers, have you ever seen the Rocky movies?
No.
Oh, geez. Where do I start? I don't even know where to begin. Have you seen Predator, the very first Predator movie with
I don't
Arnold?
think so, no.
Oh my God. So number 1, you need to see all the Rocky movies because Rocky and Creed, all those movies are just amazing. Except for Rocky 2
Well, if they
and
don't
Rocky
come
5.
on TV, then I just like
they
don't
come
see
on
'em.
TV all the time. What are you talking about? They're always
Well,
on TV.
If I don't catch them on TV, then they're not gonna get caught.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna find some discs because I have all my stuff on digital now. So I'll find some discs and.
Or just like send me the file.
Yeah,
Put
you
it on
gotta
a
watch-
flash drive.
You gotta watch. Okay.
Pirate
So
it for me.
So he was Apollo Creed. So he was like Sylvester Stallone's like main nemesis for the first 2 Rocky movies, and then he was his best friend in like the 3rd Rocky movie and the 4th Rocky movie.
Oh.
And then
what
his
changed?
son is Creed from
Oh.
the 2 Creed movies.
Okay.
So he was in there, and I saw him, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Carl Weathers!" And even that, for some reason, there wasn't enough, I don't think, on the trailer to hype me about The Mandalorian.
What could have hyped you more? Like more fight scenes or?
They didn't really show a trailer. It was like more of like a trailer of that they're making it.
Oh, well maybe they don't have enough yet.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was just like it was more of a behind the scenes look with Jon Favreau and what's her name? We were talking about her a couple episodes ago. From Bree something Howard. What's her name?
What?
Bree
Howard?
Yeah, the girl from Jurassic World.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
her name?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard. I couldn't think of her name. Yeah, so she's directing one of the
Bree-
episodes.
She's directing now.
So yeah,
Huh.
so she's gonna direct, and then a couple of the other directors, and it looks cool, but there wasn't enough that I saw to give me hype. So for all the Star Wars stuff that they showed at the Star Wars, whatever it was, Star Wars Festival of people that are still holding on to the hope that
Holding on
somehow
to the hope. They should make that movie. Holding on.
holding on to the hope. Because
it's
that's
about
for
all
the fans. Yeah, because it's just gone. For me, it's just gone. I'm just like, I don't even.
It died.
I mean, episode 7, when I saw 7 of Force Awakens, I was like, oh, that's badass, right? It was finally something good. Because the prequels don't exist in my universe. Because they're. I don't care. They don't exist. They're the worst movies ever.
I didn't even bother to watch them because
God.
I've heard so much about how they suck.
Try to watch. Try to watch them. Have you ever seen them?
I've seen like parts of them. They look really bad. Like
Oh, they're so bad.
they look really bad.
They're so bad, and they had like that '90s. All the
They
CGI
tried to
looks
be
like
like really good with it, but now it's so bad.
oh, the CGI looks like it's from like a PlayStation 2 like video game. I'm just like, oh my God, what are you guys doing to me? and it sucked.
Bad.
And finally they came out with that, and I was like, oh, episode 7 was great, but I just think episode 8 they just really they painted themselves into a corner that I don't think they can get out of. They fucked up everything with that movie, and it was just god awful. And if you're a Star Wars fan, hey, I love you. I used to be a Star Wars fan. I'm still a fan of
the good one.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of what people are like. 4. No, it's not 4. It's not A New Hope. It's Star Wars. All right, that's all it's called. It's called Star Wars, and so I still like Star Wars. I like The Empire Strikes Back. I like Return of the Jedi. I like the Clone Wars cartoon show. I thought was okay, even though it had those shitty Anakin Skywalker, and it had old man Ben Kenobi, who I can't stand. Ben Kenobi. Dude, when I was a kid, Ben Kenobi was like Obi-Wan Kenobi, whatever, was like, nobody wanted to play Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, you had to be like the least like cool kid.
Old.
Dude, he was like this old man who just let himself get killed like a punk ass bitch. He was like, I'll be stronger now. And I was like, you suck, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you suck. And now all of a sudden everybody's like, I love Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's so great. It's like, no, he's really not. Like, he goes out like a bitch. Like, why does everybody in Star Wars have to go out like a bitch?
I don't know, because they are.
They're all bitches. They're not even bitches though. Like Han Solo, he killed himself because his kid was too afraid to kill him. And then who else went out like a bitch? Everybody went out like a bitch. I can't stand it. Fucking Luke Skywalker went out like a stupid. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, who hides out? Like, really?
Like, who concentrates so hard that they disappear into a fart? like he died like a fart in the wind. Like, he was just like...
That's so funny.
He was like, concentrate. Like Thanos snapped
Where'd
his
he
fingers.
go? Oh, my God.
That's what it is. I think it's a crossover. I think Thanos snapped and Luke Skywalker...
That might make it better. You
Yeah.
might think of that.
That'd be great. That'd be fantastic, except for it happened a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So, I don't know.
What if they have the time stone they can travel to?
Right? It's a crossover. He's like, that'll be the end of in-game. He's like, I won't kill people now. I'll kill people a long time ago.
Oh my God.
And then the Avengers are like, okay, we don't know anybody from then.
They're like, okay,
Then they're
go
all
for
happy.
it.
Do it then. We don't know. They're already dead.
It's like, really? You let me?
And then you just see Luke Skywalker and he's concentrating on something. He's like, I don't like this, Mr. Stark. And then he disappears. Everybody was crying at that part. I was like, shut up, stupid Peter Parker with your cry
it was so
asses.
cute though. Because his Spidey senses
His
made him...
Jesus Christ.
It made him sense that he was gonna go away, and that's what was happening.
It was disappearing.
He
I don't know,
He could sense it.
I don't like what's happening, Mr. Stark. Like, if you just, like, let's just take that audio and let's put it to some other video and we can make some really incriminating evidence. I don't like this, Mr. Stark.
That's not even what he says. He says, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Oh, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. All right, whatever. I can't wait to see. I'm really looking forward to seeing Avengers in game.
In game, yes.
In game. I think that'll be really badass. So I am looking forward to it. Please, dear God, don't let it suck. Because I just can't take any more shitty movies.
Watch it sucks.
Oh my God, speaking of shitty movies. Did you see your boy Jason Momoa?
No, what'd he do now?
He shaved off his beard.
No! No!
He shaved off his whole beard. And
he
now
still has like long hair though, right?
he still has his long hair,
Okay.
but he shaved off his beard, so he looks kind of weird. He looks kind of goofy.
No, his beard was so cool.
That's going to take a long time to grow back, man, for
Why
Aquaman
did
2.
he do that? Well, they'll probably just get like a wig beard.
They'll hire the person that did the CGI for Justice League and Superman's mouth to
Oh my God.
CGI a beard onto him.
Why couldn't they just get a fake beard?
Why would he need to get a fake beard? Oh, can you imagine him Aquaman 2 and he's running around in Aquaman 2 the whole time with a fucking fake beard?
Well, if it was good enough, then you wouldn't know.
Don't do it, Jason Momoa. Don't do it. No, I
Man.
know.
Man, that's not
I know. It's like
Why'd you shave?
do you watch Walking Dead?
No, I won't watch that.
Ah, Jesus. I watch Walking Dead, and like Michonne wears this wig, and it's so fucking obvious that it's a wig. And then Ezekiel wears a wig, and then the worst one out of all of them was Rick, and Rick had this fake beard, and it was just like plastered onto his face, and it looked like what's that stuff that like it looked like something you would scrub dishes with.
Oh yeah, one of those.
Yeah, like a
the
little
metal
Brillo
things?
pad.
Yeah, the Brillo.
Yeah, it looked like a Brillo pad.
That's
like,
what-
like they were like, okay, shape it to his face and a little bit of.
Someone was probably just like, psh, psh, "You're good."
Yeah, like just grow a beard, man. Just grow a beard, Andrew Lincoln. You're getting paid millions of dollars, man. Oh,
just grow.
Just grow a damn beard.
Like I'll get right on that.
Yeah, for real. He should have got. You get enough off season. Like honestly, these shows are on for like, I don't even know, like 3 months, and then they're off for 6 months, and then they're back on for like another.
6 months is long enough to grow a beard.
Yeah.
I could probably grow a beard in 6 months.
I don't even. You could grow a beard, and I've
Really
seen
like
it
a better
happen.
one.
McKinley has to shave a lot, guys. You can't see it. That's why she stays so
Hey.
far back from the camera while I
Hey.
move close. Is because
No, it's 'cause I sit back.
she got the scruff.
The scrub. Okay.
She got the scruff. So
I don't like that.
you don't like the
Me with
image
the
of.
beard. I feel like I don't know. It could be like this.
Come on, let's see.
No, that doesn't stay. It's not long enough.
No, your hair's too short to even give yourself a good proper mustache. You look like Inspector Clouseau from Pink Panther. Dun dun. So here on this drawing, you can see that I'm putting in blood. So that's blood. So this chick is actually taking this is Vampirella. They're all
Oh.
Vampirella. So she's taking a blood.
One of them looked like
blood
Cruella DeVille.
She did kind of look a little bit. It wasn't Cruella DeVille though. It was
Well,
somebody else.
I figured.
It was somebody else. It was.
Oh.
Oh, because see, this is cosplay cards, and so what I did was, even though it's the same character, I thought what would be kind of neat for it to be cosplay is instead of doing the same character the same way in the same way, over and over and over, like the same person just in different. I figured I would make them look like different people.
Mm.
So if you look at each card.
Yeah, they all look different. They're
Yeah.
kind of the same.
They're kind of the same, but they look like somebody different dressed up as them. So I tried to do that as much as possible with these particular cards. But yeah, so she's in a bloodbath.
That's cool.
So
Probably be like really good for your skin.
would it? I don't know. It might be.
You don't
I'm
have
not gonna do
those
it.
facials where you like
Get
no,
dipped in blood?
No, they put these things on your face. They roll it on. It has like spikes on it, so it like gets blood out. It's supposed to be good for your face. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but no.
I don't know what you're. I don't know. I don't do this stuff. I don't do all this crazy
I
stuff.
don't either. It sounds retarded, but
What do you mean? You didn't go? You haven't done this?
well, no.
I say.
I could do it myself.
I
but-
say that's an episode that we need to have of Strangely Weirdly Odd, where we go and get the get facials.
like it's like this like thing that like rubs on your face and it's got like spikes on it, so like it pokes.
well,
it pokes your
well.
I don't know.
Getting this thing that she's rubbing on her face with all these spikes on it. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I've heard of it, and I was like, that's.
And you
that's
haven't,
pretty
but you haven't
dumb.
done
Just
it.
Like no,
You
just
haven't
wash
ru-
your face.
You haven't rubbed this thing all over your face.
No.
Where do you get it? Like Walmart or something?
No. It's like a facial. You got like you go and get it.
Oh, yeah. I've never gotten a facial. I've
Neither have
given a
I.
few, but I've never gotten one. You know, so.
Yeah, neither have I. I don't know.
So, you know, I don't know. We'll have to find this product, and we'll have to go somewhere. I think we should have a montage episode where we go and we get like all of this spa treatment diggity done.
Or you could just like
That's what I think.
not do that.
What? Why not? That'd be fun. Guys, if you guys want to see us go and try out a spa thing and let you guys know what it's
Hey,
like.
if you don't know what I'm talking
really
about, please describe it better.
I'm really worried about getting this spa thing and having this spike thing roll across my face. But for you guys, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. Are you willing to do it?
Wash your face. I mean,
Are you willing to do it?
I guess.
All
yeah.
right. She's terrified. Look at her.
No.
This is perfect. All right, so we're gonna get Mckinley out there,
No.
and
It's just my face.
and we're gonna do spa treatments, and that'll
With
be
the
coming.
spiky thing? I don't know.
soon.
It might be like expensive or something. I
So
don't know.
what?
Some like stupid famous person got it, like one of the Kardashians or something, and it was like they were like, "Oh, this is so good for your face." It was like,
Okay, well
I don't know.
I tell you what, if any spa owners or if you know anybody that is a spa owner that wants to get some free publicity,
Oh God.
have them hit us up, and so that way we can go to their place and we will tell you just how either amazing
retarded
it
it
is or
is.
how like absolutely terrifying the situation is.
It doesn't sound terrifying. It just sounds really dumb.
Especially if they have like one with like what's that one thing? I saw one where you put your feet into like this pool of water.
Oh yeah,
and
with
it's
the
got,
little fishes.
Yes!
Yes.
Fuck that! But I'll do it. I'll do it just to try it out.
I would try that.
If it's gonna make for a good show for you guys, I will.
That would be a lot of fun.
Oh.
You would have to get your toes like painted and stuff.
All right, I'll get my toes painted. I'll get them painted black. Black as night. Black as coal. I want to see the sun blotted out from the sky. I want to see them painted black. Yeah. Yeah. So
Thank you
okay,
for
that sounds good. All right, so we'll try. We might try that if we can find somebody who will.
I don't know where it does that.
Dude, there's spas everywhere.
Well, yeah.
So we just got to find somebody that has a good spa or owns a spa or something like that. So if you know somebody that owns a spa, let us know.
Like, what kind of fish are they, though?
Flesh-eating fish, apparently. Some kind of piranha.
A mini piranha.
Some
Oh.
kind.
They eat the dead skin, not your entire foot.
Jesus Christ! Don't tell me stuff like this. I'm not gonna do it then.
Oh,
I'm
why are you
freaking
scared?
out.
Are you scared of a little fishy?
I'm
little
freaking out.
fishy?
Yes.
Why?
I've heard those stories about the guys and they would go into the river and then the fish would swim up their pee hole and then
Okay, what?
and that was
You
it.
dip your feet into a bucket.
I don't know how far these things can jump.
There's no river.
I don't know how
They're
far they can
little
jump.
Fish.
These fucking things
They
can jump
eat
high.
dead skin.
Oh Jesus! I'll try it. I don't know.
Might
we'll
tickle.
see. It might tickle. I got a real goofy laugh. That's why I don't laugh a
Oh
lot.
boy.
I just make people laugh, but I don't laugh a lot because I got a terrible laugh. So I had a real weird experience over the weekend. Our toilet seat broke for no reason. Like I don't know how the hell
Wait,
the toilet
but like
seat
what
broke.
kind of broke? Like did it crack or just
So like the
Close?
end, like the little hinge,
yeah?
right? So where my knuckles would be here, this
Yeah,
little situation,
I'm familiar.
it just snapped. Well,
Did
there might
Jump on it.
be. I don't know what happened. I went in there and it was all fucking broke, and I was like, "Oh no, it's broke." And then it like really broke, and then it was like completely useless. So we had to go to Home Depot. And have you ever gone toilet bowl lid shopping?
I can say that I've never done that
Like-
before.
Okay, so the lid and the seat is like all together. All right, so if you've never gone before, you go and there's just this big wall. And the wall is just covered in
Toilet.
like toilet seats. They're all vertical. They're like this, right? So that they're like this so you can just open them and see 'em, see them, right? And like you can try them out, like you can open it and then like some of them are slow so you can be like, and I'm like, boonk, and it'll be like all slow and or the fucking crash all fucking loud. And you're like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there in front of this wall of toilet seats, right? And I'm trying to figure out.
That'd be pretty surreal. Like what?
And I'm like, this is right. It's like the craziest. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, what about this one? What about that one?
Just buy a toilet seat. What does it matter?
Because
my God.
there's like all these different kinds of toilet seats,
Oh
man.
my God! Could you imagine like the one having to be like designing a toilet seat?
God, dude, that's probably
What
somebody's.
a job!
That's probably a good job.
I know what I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be a toilet seat designer.
Yeah.
All right. The McKinley brand toilet seats. What?
The leg seats.
The leg seats.
What do you call them?
Put your butt on your legs and push. That'll
be my slogan.
So gross. And
people would love that.
They would love it. But you know what the weirdest thing was as I was sitting there and I'm looking at it, I was like, this is at the same time, while I'm looking at all these, at the same time, this is both the dumbest decision and the most important decision that I'm going to make today buying this fucking toilet seat. Because I'm sitting there test driving them like a car, just flipping them up and shit. And like, is this one going to be good for my ass? Is that one going to be good? No, that one's not going to work. And at the same time, I'm like, but if I choose the wrong one,
yeah, you'll be screwed.
Yeah.
That's when you should ask a sales associate, be like, so do you have any recommendations?
No way. No
they
way.
would have to help you decide. Well, what do you find better?
Number one, when you go to Home Depot, if you find somebody that's going to help you, go buy a lottery ticket that day. Because you, my friend, are a lucky, lucky motherfucker. But B, I'm not going to go... You're not going to do that. You think it's funny. See, she thinks it's funny. But
I would love to do that.
But let's say you got to go pad shopping.
Go pants shopping?
No, pad shopping.
Okay.
Let's say you got to get a pad. Let's say it's that time. Say it's that time of the month, McKinley. Are you going to, just for the shits and giggles of it, are you going to go to Walgreens and be like, excuse me, could you tell me,
They'd be like, no.
Could you give me a run through on all of the special features of these?
Have you tried all of these personally? No.
Do you? I mean, you kind of look like you would have a heavy flow. Could you possibly tell me, which one is gonna have the best leak absorbage? I had a situation last month, where things kind of got out of hand.
Gary, really?
And it looked like I was taking a bloodbath, and people were freaking out.
Okay.
So are you gonna go do that, McKinley? No, you're not gonna go do that because you're out of your fucking mind if you think you're gonna fucking go do that. No, I'm not gonna go to fucking Home Depot and find fucking homeboy that's fucking works in the fucking department with nails and fucking hammers and shit and be like,
how do you know
hey,
there could
buddy,
be someone in a toilet department?
Okay, even then, I'm not gonna go to the guy in the toilet department and go, hey man, do you think this one would look really good on my ass? You think this one makes my ass look big?
I don't know. Is that what you're looking for in a toilet?
Is this one comfortable? Have you sat on this one, sir? Have you? Does it cause cramping? Do your legs ever go numb, sir?
Have you gotten stuck?
Have you ever gotten stuck, sir? Have you ever had to call for help?
Oh my God. Have you ever fallen in?
Has your ass ever got just a little bit wet, sir, when you're in there because your legs have gone up?
Where else do you go with it?
Have gone up, and now you're stuck with your legs are up like this, and your ass is all the way in the toilet.
You sound like this comes from experience.
Well, when I was a little kid, things happen, all right? all sorts of stuff happens when you're a little kid. You can't tell me that when you were a little kid that you didn't accidentally one time...
I can't remember.
Sit on the toilet, and the toilet seat was up.
If it would have, I would have remembered that, And
you went in?
I don't know.
You never went in?
I can't remember a
you
time
never,
that happened.
You never hit that water with your ass? And you never son of a bitch! In the middle of the night?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember.
She knows.
I don't.
You blocked it out or
when
what?
I was a kid. Maybe.
You don't remember when you were a kid?
So traumatic.
It was so long ago.
It was.
It was so long ago. So long ago. And so very far away.
Are you done?
Never. I'm never done. I'm never done.
For now.
And I can't believe you can't remember whether or not you ever.
No, I don't know.
Took a header into a toilet. Never.
I don't.
Well, I do, and quite frankly, it's not a fun experience, and I do not recommend it to any of our viewers. Well, I mean, unless you want to try it. I mean, I don't think you could really get hurt. I mean, you could do the ice cold toilet bowl challenge or something like that.
What? What's that?
I don't know. It's where you accidentally dunk your butt into the toilet water.
You purposely accidentally dunk it?
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to purposely do it, or you could just set somebody else up to have to do it. Like you could set up a little rope, and then right when they're gonna sit, you just pull the rope, and then it's like a trap door. You just go right into the water.
So much work.
It's the worst, of course. That's what makes it fun. It's like an Indiana Jones, like trap. That's half the fun of it. Setting it all up, man. Setting it all up. The anticipation. You're sitting there and you're waiting. You're like, oh, here he comes,
waiting,
man.
like watching through what? Like a people?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
I guess don't watch. Don't. I like you would watch like from the living room.
How?
Like you would watch them. So like you give them like a bunch of laxatives or something.
Oh my god.
And so and all of a sudden they're like, oh, and you're like, oh, here it comes, man. They gotta go now, and then they go in there and you're listening. Like, don't watch, because that's pervy. Don't be pervy. Where's the camera? Don't be pervy.
Oh my god, it's not that hard.
And yeah, so don't be pervy, but just like listen for it, and then you'll hear like the you hear them unzip, and then you'll hear like the stuff go down, and then be like, all right, and pull, and then you just pull, and then they'll just. Speaking of dunking in cold water.
What? Do we have 1,000 subscribers yet?
No, we don't have 1,000 subscribers. So for those of you guys
just
that
subscribe. You don't have to watch. Just like subscribe just so we can get it.
you don't have to watch.
Like, I don't care what you do. Just subscribe.
But yeah, once we get 1,000 subscribers, then yes, I will be dunked in a dunk booth at Ekman's card show. So will Mr. Colorful Sammy Flores, and possibly a beardless Jason Momoa if he were to come out of hiding. Might dunk this one that is way too chicken shit to do it right now. She doesn't want to get dunked, and that's okay.
I don't care.
That's okay. You know what? What was that? You don't care?
I'll be dunked. I don't matter.
She'll be dunked, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it here first. She's gonna be dunked. Now, I of course will be dunked in a bikini. I think you should be dunked in like a Pearl costume from SpongeBob because that's who you are. You're Pearl from SpongeBob.
I can see that.
Even though your dad's way cooler than Mr. Krabs.
He's on par.
No way. Way cooler than Mr. Krabs.
Who would he be from SpongeBob?
Who would he be from SpongeBob?
Dad, what's your SpongeBob
He would
alter ego?
He would be the Patrick to my SpongeBob. That's what he would be. Because he's my friend and I love him. He's
okay.
Him and your mom are my favorite pair of legs in the whole wide world.
Tired of the joke.
You're tired of the joke. She's like, I can't wait to be married. And I'm going to just lose this name. And I don't know. Be done with it all.
I mean, like, it's funny because I'll be like, yeah, leg is my last name. People will be like, wait, really? Like, really? Are you serious? Like, what? Why would
But what if you totally fall in love with like some guy named like Arn?
Yeah. Do you know how many times that's come up in some kind of conversation? Do you know how many times? All the time. Or people be like, what if you marry someone whose last name is Dick, huh? How would you like that? I'm like, okay.
If his last name's Dick, he'd probably take your last name. That's how bad.
Or we could just both change our last names.
What would you change your last name to?
I don't know.
If you could change your last name to anything besides herself.
I don't know. Just not something boring like Smith.
Like Smith?
That would be. I said not something boring.
Not something boring. So like
I don't know.
Like Chainsaw?
Okay.
You'd be a Mckinley Chainsaw.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Chainsaw.
Hi, I'm Miss Chainsaw. I like to
I now
kill
pronounce
stuff.
you Mr. and Mrs. Chainsaw.
There you go. And there they go. It's Mr. and Mrs. Chainsaw. I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Chainsaw for showing off today. They're lovely, lovely people, and they scared the living hell out of me.
Like, he's just standing back, like, you may now say hi to you.
Yeah.
Like, say hi to you. Just do it.
Just do it. I'm going to run.
He's standing back, like, you get.
Do it before I run.
Do it.
That'd
Am I done?
Can
I go now?
What if you meet a guy named Chainsaw? That'd be awesome.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
So, guys, if your name is Chainsaw out there, you can get in touch with Mckinley via Instagram at what is it?
It's Miss Mckinley _ herself.
Miss McKinley _ herself. So if your name's Chainsaw, or if you just have an interesting last name,
Yeah, come. Yeah, follow me. I want to see that.
yeah. So go follow
we'll
her.
have a contest to see whose weirdest last name was.
Okay, so we're gonna give you guys 2 weeks from right now
Okay.
to go ahead and post. To go ahead and follow McKinley, and whoever's got the weirdest last name,
Or if like you know someone who has a weird last name.
tag them.
Yeah.
Follow McKinley and tag them in the post. And I tell you what, we'll have a prize for them. I'll come up with a prize, and we will give them some kind of a badass prize.
Okay.
Here on the show. So 2 weeks from now, and if you get any hits and followers,
that'd be kind of lame if we did.
For Miss McKinley _ herself, then the person with the weirdest last name, you are gonna win.
We don't know what, but
yeah,
you'll
it'll probably
figure it
be
out.
like a drawing or a comic or something
It'll be
like
like
that.
some kind of custom comic.
Yeah, it'll be not
with
a
their
custom
last name on it. Yeah.
Oh, custom! Jesus Christ!
Like just have their
That's
weird
drawn
last
by
name on
McKinley.
it. Do you want to see some stick?
It's called.
Oh, I'll do it.
It's called.
It'll be.
It's called
okay.
a leg's life.
Jeez.
It's called them legs. And then yeah, so we'll do something badass like that for you. And then yeah, but if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at Gary _ odd _ Edmund, Twitter the same, and Facebook is at The Odd Comics, and I will leave links down below. And you know what, guys? If you like the show, please like and subscribe. If we get 1,000 subscribers, what's gonna happen, McKinley?
We'll be dunked. Also, we're on Spotify.
Oh yeah, we're on Spotify now, and we'll have links for all of that stuff coming up as well. It'll be at the bottom of the YouTube channel. We'll put up links, and yeah, so that's badass. And then I think we're gonna try to get on iTunes too. I want to try to get on iTunes.
We might be, because the thing that I did it on says like it's on multiple.
All right,
kind
cool.
of things.
So we'll put
So it
down
might be
links
on.
for all the platforms and stuff like that then.
Yeah.
And we'll have that for you guys. So if you just want to listen and you don't want to watch and see,
If you don't want to see us.
you don't want to see us and you don't want to see all these half-naked women. And if you're listening right now on Spotify, hey, thanks for listening. We have been describing a bunch of stuff that you have no idea. And if you want to see it,
Yeah.
go to my Instagram page, go to my Facebook or Twitter, and you'll be able to see pictures of all this stuff there. And you'll be able to check it out. Definitely all that stuff is posted. So I want you guys to, all of you guys just listening, I want you to be able to see it too if you want to. If you don't, you're just driving around in your car and you just want a good laugh, then hey, as long as we can make you laugh, then that's all that really matters
Don't
to
hit
us.
something.
Huh?
Don't hit something.
Don't hit.
Like laughing like, oh.
Yeah, please, for the love of God, don't hit anything. Oh my God. Yeah. Why you put that in people? Now that somebody's driving and they're like, oh my God.
And now they're trying not to think about it.
Oh my God, I'm gonna hit something, man. I'm in the middle of all this traffic. There's cars all around. Why? No, okay. Enough of that. Enough of that anxiety-inducing stuff. So, yeah. So here's the last stuff where I'm putting in backgrounds on this card here. And once again, if you guys want to see these cards and you're just listening on Spotify or iTunes or any of these other podcast things, you know, you can check it out on our social media pages. But yeah, so I'm putting in some purple background here. These are cards for the Dynamite Entertainment Cosplay Women of Dynamite card set, which features Vampirella, which you're seeing here. It also features Deja Torres, the Princess of Mars. It has Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. And we also have Red Sonja. That's right, Red Sonja as well. And so make sure to check those out. Go to dynamiteentertainment.com to, I think it might just be dynamite.com, to pre-order those cards. I think it's only like $99.95 for the set. And you get all sorts of special stuff besides just these cards. These cards you will get are one-of-a-kind cards. And I'm just like shrinking down.
Oh no, you got a little bit.
I did, but you know, I'm gonna be doing some other stuff. and to fix those outlines. So thanks guys for watching, and peace out.
Peace out.